You know what I mean? You have to understand playlisting. You have to understand going viral. You have to understand JVs. They have to take principles from the affiliate marketing industry and apply it to music in order for them to actually have success.
Okay.
And I think some of the best artists over the years understand that, and they've done it very well. If we look at people like Rich the Kid and Soldier Boy have been extremely good at attaching themselves to young artists that are on the bubble up. And now that we have so much data that exists because everything's moved to digital, now I could see from a data perspective exactly who's on the rise. I can forecast where they're going with that, and I can identify who most young artists, when their first single kind of actually pops off and they're not signed or case maybe, send them a DM. They'll probably charge you like 200 fucking bucks for a verse.
Right.
20 bucks for a repost. And if they're bubbling, now all of a sudden your music's in front of all these A&Rs, the case may be. Is there money there in that little world? Yeah, but it's a job now. It isn't they're funding your business. You're part of this machine now. A lot of these labels have gone real smart, and over the last couple of years, we've seen a lot of these label services companies coming out from these labels, everywhere from Warner to Virgin to Universal. They have these label service arms. And what they're doing is just creating different entities inside of their companies in order to fucking bill and invoice internally. So let's say I'm your manager, but I also own the publishing company. I also own the fucking assistant company. I also own this fucking company. I own a fucking mixing mastering company. I do production. So now I'm not only your manager. Now I'm gonna get the percentage for your production. I'm gonna get the percentage from your publicist. I'm gonna get the percentage from your lawyer. Now I can start taking more and more. Legally, you can't take more than 20% of somebody on a management contract, but I can sign you to a management contract and then charge you an extra 10% for your publishing, an extra 10% for fucking your publicist, an extra 10% for your day-to-day manager and everything else. But you see how they can start cutting that pie up more and more and more, and you
Yeah.
as the artist just sitting there looking like an idiot. Yeah.
So how do you see if someone's bubbling or coming up? Like, is there, so there must be like a certain amount of plays or something. It's
Yeah,
probably like,
bro.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Look at the viral charts to a certain extent. Start analyzing TikTok and everything else. Those numbers are very easy to identify.
Okay.
Um, and then there's even like major like TikTok people that like get paid to post certain things. And when you're able to identify who's taking that money, you can start identifying where you can put that money. You
Okay.
know what I mean? That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
I think people need to learn to be students of this game as a marketing level just as much they need to be students of this game as a music level. Because at this point, music, what is music? It's a product that's tailored to a very specific demographic, and
Mm,
it's something. If you have a certain product, you need to identify the profile of your customer,
right.
and
Target audience.
and yeah, and you got to start building your stuff to target that. When I was first starting out in EDM music, I started looking at things like how the fuck, like what do I do to be different here? So I was really into like SEO optimization at the time. So I
Yeah,
started
I
doing
see
a lot
that
of
too.
I started doing a lot of research in terms of like certain songs and remix that are being searched on Google. So I batched out like the list of the top 100 searches that were song plus remix. I started making remixes to all those songs and uploading them and ranking number one in the search engines and YouTube for those things.
Nice.
And I saw an immediate growth in everything I was doing. Um, yeah, being programmatic and being a student of internet marketing will take you so far in the music industry people don't understand.
Yeah.
Um, and if we look at like a lot of people that are more on the underground or the internet that kind of control things in terms of manipulation, social media metrics, a lot of these distribution companies are starting to play that game too. I won't say what record label or what company is doing this, but I have personally walked into rooms with thousands of cell phones, thousands. And what's going on with these cell phones is that they're all different phone numbers and they're different fucking area codes and the whole 9 yards. When Spotify and other DSPs have these like password leaks, those passwords and usernames get used by these people on these cell phones, and all of a sudden you have these unique profiles from all over the world streaming what you want them to stream.
Mm,
Having 10 to 20,000 cell phones doing that on a constant basis, you could already see how that would affect the numbers internally of these systems.
shit.
Um, they're very, very easily manipulated, and if you understand how to cloak it, as people in the affiliate industries have,
Okay.
I've done a lot of shit in the dating ad space. Done a
Oh,
lot
I
of
did
shit
that too. I did
Yeah,
that
so you
too.
understand how to cloak shit, probably.
Cloaking
Yeah,
on Facebook, right? Did you cloak on Facebook? Facebook ads?
I did a lot of that shit, bro. Like,
Fucking hell, that shit was hard.
yeah,
They
I'm
banned
actually
me a lot.
yeah, bro. Like, I was really big in a lot of like internet marketing forums over the year, from Black Hat World and
Black
Free
Hat,
Fire.
yeah,
Yeah, bro. Like, and I think the people that come from that little world
yeah,
are like my family.
gang.
You know what I mean? Like I'm part of that game more than I
Yeah,
am anything else. A lot of those people have moved into the crypto spaces and stuff like that, and that's kind
yeah.
of where it exists now. You know,
Same motherfuckers. Like you're talking about like split testing and like ad
mhm,
placements and shit like that, right?
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm. Traffic is traffic, bro, and if you know how to navigate that traffic in a specific demographic that's performing well,